Next one. Make sure I rinse my mouth out properly. So, hello again. So the second one from Joe, who was kind enough to send some through. Go away. Thanks. Cheers for that. I just wanted dog snot to add into that as well. So the next one from Joe is a whiskey from Grimsby, believe it or not. Fortunately, it's not Grimsby in the UK, it's Grimsby that's near Ontario, Canada. I'll put a map up there so you can see where it is. It's called 40 Creek. I keep going the wrong side for the camera. 40 Creek Canadian Whisky, which was started by a guy called John Hall in 1992, and their standard bottling is one called the Barrel Select. Now I have a bit of a history with this because I bought a bottle of the Barrel Select whilst I was on holiday in Florida a number of years ago, and I had it on a shelf in our kitchen in our old house along with 2 bottles of Ardbeg Serendipity, which was a really rare Ardbeg limited edition. And one night we were sat idly watching TV, and all of a sudden there was this almighty crash that came from the kitchen, and the shelf had fallen down, and the 3 bottles on the shelf were just completely obliterated on the floor. So I had about half a bottle of the 40 Creek left and absolutely loved it, and haven't been able to find it since. So finding this in Joe's little package that had come through the post was very pleasant to see, and I was quite excited to see it. Now this particular one is called the Confederation Oak, and that is because normally Canadian whiskies are matured in American oak barrels. American whiskies use brand new casks. They char it, they then mature their whiskey in it, and then send those casks off to whoever wants them, normally Scotch, or just over the border into Canada. So that the Canadians, when they're making their whiskey, they prefer to use casks that previously had something else in. So it tends to be made with, it's Canadian whiskey made with American oak, but John Hall had found a source of Canadian oak that he was able to turn into casks themselves. So this is one of the very, very few, if not the only one, where it's a Canadian whisky that's matured in Canadian casks as well. Now this is really highly regarded. It apparently won the world's best Canadian whisky at the World Whisky Awards in definitely 2012, and if I was reading the website right, 2015 as well, but we'll that might be wrong, it might just be 2012. So I am very, very intrigued to see what this is like. Now this is a combination of corn, rye and barley that's used in this whisky. A really dark colour as well. So whatever they've done with those Canadian oak casks to get that colour, I'm not sure. They've probably heavily charred it. It might have had some caramel added to it as well, but it's a really nice colour. Now this is a standard 40%, so this should be a lot calmer than the 63% that I've just tried. It's lovely, lovely and rich and smooth, really raisiny on the nose. Really, really fruitcakey. It's nice. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's so nice. Really smooth, really rich, really fruity, and then it kind of comes, sounds a bit disgusting, comes back into your mouth, but not in a vomity type way. It's like I've swallowed and all the flavours are just disappearing, and then all of a sudden there's this kind of burst of raisininess comes back. It's like it was a really, really sweet grape has just popped in your mouth, and all of a sudden all these juices run out after you swallowed the whiskey. It's silky smooth and it's really rich, but it's a real, raisin, like a really rich raisin, like sun-made raisins in a pack, and munching a big mouthful of them, and it being really juicy in your mouth. Oh, it's glorious. It's so, so nice. There's a lovely, lovely little prickle to it that just elevates everything, but it's ridiculously easy to drink. Fantastic stuff. Really recommend that. if you can find it. I can't even find it for sale in the UK, even the 40 Creek Barrel Select. So if you know somebody over in Canada or can source it from America and can get it over into the UK, get hold of it, because it's fantastic. And if the Barrel Select is still the same as it was when I was drinking it a few years ago, get your hands on that. I'm going to guess at about 30, 40 quid maybe. But it's fantastic, really, really good. World's best Canadian whisky could well not be that far off. Right, nice way to finish the week, and I shall see you at the next one. Ta-ra!